My name is Benedikt. I'm 18 years old and I'm from the south of Germany, near Munich. I think of Canada as a very interesting country. One of the biggest points for me was that Canada was an English-speaking country, which definitely made it easier for me. But I've also heard the people are supposed to be really nice here and they have beautiful landscape. And I've been here for about 2 months now, and I definitely can say that this is true. So the application process started for me in May, so way ahead. The first more difficult part was giving biometrics, because in Germany there are only two sites, which are in Düsseldorf and Berlin, which is a bit far away from Munich, where I am from. So that was probably one of the more difficult parts. You also had to fill out some applications, but that wasn't too difficult since a lot of explanations were given. And then when I actually arrived in Canada, I had to go through immigrations, and this also took me a while because it was very full. There were many people. The process of finding accommodation wasn't too difficult because I first organized for a farm stay, and there are different sites offering such services and different organizations, and they help you refer hosts to you, and you are welcomed by them, and they kind of make you feel at home, and they also help you out, like getting to their place and stuff like that. So that wasn't too difficult. Finding a job, however, was more difficult, especially because I came in the end of September, because I guess that's also the time many university students pick up their jobs. So I had some trouble finding a job at first. Something that I at first find a bit weird dealing with was the questions, how are you? Or how are you doing? Because in Germany we are not too used to that being a generic phrase, and it's kind of difficult dealing with it sometimes if you're like just passing by and someone asks you, because I feel like I want to give an answer and also ask back, but it just isn't enough time for that. And another thing I kind of had a little culture shock on was grocery prices, because here meat and vegetables and cheese especially, tends to be very expensive, and that was a bit shocking at first. One thing I really like here, and this is something that goes against the North American stereotype, I guess, is that Canada and Ottawa especially tends to be very bike-friendly. They got all these bike lanes, and the buses have special mounts where you can take your bike with you, and I think that's really great and something I really like here. I don't really think I could imagine studying here, because it's also a cost factor. In Germany, education studying is way cheaper than here. And living, I also really like the living style here, but I also like the living style in Germany and being a European citizen. I plan on staying in Canada until the end of August next year. So at the moment I don't really can imagine living here, but I can definitely see myself coming back here.